Now, holy crap, everyone throw everything down that you're doing, because we're going to be talking about something quite interesting today. It's anime. Now, one of the reasons I'm making this video is for a couple of reasons. My dear friend Sky, or Nick, Sky Studios, as many of you may know him, has been harassing me time and time again how much of a weeb I am, how much uwu I am, owo I am, how much kawaii desu I am, if you will. So I'm primarily making this video to explain to some people, Sky, why I am not a weeb, or why I am a weeb. I'll let you decide after this video. Let's go ahead and look at the definition of weeb as it appears on Urban Dictionary. Lesser version of a weeaboo. Watches CGDCT anime, may or may not have a body pillow or waifu. CGDCT stands for cute girls doing cute things. But more on that later. I suppose I should start by listing off the animes I have seen to the fullest, and in what order. Yu-Gi-Oh! Berserk, 1999. Berserk the Golden Arc movies, 1 and 2, and part of 3. Berserk 2016, Season 1. Attack on Titan, Seasons 1 through 3. Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, apologize if I pronounced that horribly wrong. The Rising of the Shield Hero, and Sword Art Online Season 1 and 2. Other shows I've tried to watch but didn't particularly enjoy include Fate Zero, Tokyo Ghoul, and Black Clover. So based on all these shows I've listed, they all have some element of dark fantasy. So I can tell you, Sky, there's a massive difference between this and this. Not to mention this and this. This side of anime drives me crazy, and I do not find it entertaining. No shame to anyone that does like these shows, this video is just for me explaining the types of animes I do like. I will talk a bit about the shows I listed, so brace for some minor spoilers. I guess I should also talk what got me into anime. It all started with Yu-Gi-Oh! I didn't know what anime was growing up, so it was just another cartoon. To be a bit frank, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is a bit overdramatic for my liking, but I love it all the same. It wasn't until about 2016 that I actually started picking up other shows. Many of you know by now that Dark Souls 3 is my favorite game. What you may not know is a lot of Dark Souls games are inspired by the manga Berserk. Browsing the Dark Souls 3 subreddit, as well as PewDiePie mentioning that they have many comparisons. Now, those of you that have seen Berserk know that it is dark. For someone that is just starting anime, that may not be a good place to start. But to be honest, I freaking love dark, intense storytelling, as I learned by watching Berserk. And once I finished it, I loved it. I was a bit confused by the cliffhanger, but then I found out soon later what happened. So once I finished Berserk, I watched the 2016 garbage-looking sequel. And the story wasn't bad, the animation was just terrible. Just take a look at the difference. After watching the first season of that, I couldn't actually watch the second season because it wasn't on Funimation. So a couple months passed and I watched the Golden Arc movies, which are a remake of the 1999 anime, which it was also good. I never finished the third movie, but I am sure I will someday. Fast forward to about middle of last year, I started Attack on Titan. I'm so glad I took the advice of everything I've heard about the show. This show is freaking amazing. I might just like it more than Berserk, but until a good interpretation of Berserk is actually made, let's go with that. No spoilers, but the way the story is told, making the Titans feel unstoppable as well as the soldiers fearing for their lives, is done so incredibly well. Moving on to Demon Slayer, I started watching this because of the rave going on Twitter about episode 19. Everyone knows what I'm talking about that has seen episode 19. So I started it, I watched it, I enjoyed it, and I loved it. I'm so excited for the movie coming out soon. This show is also the first instance of me watching the sub instead of the dub first, which I can see now why people prefer subbed to dubbed. Dub comes out after the sub, so people are used to the Japanese voices and not the English. I'll have to watch the dub for Demon Slayer, but for now, and what I've heard, I do not like the voices compared to the Japanese. But for Attack on Titan, I like the dub more because that is what I watched first. Anyways, yeah, Demon Slayer is good. Right after Demon Slayer, I asked a coworker for some recommendations on some shows. He recommended The Rising of the Shield Hero, so I started watching it. And for those of you that have seen it, you know it may be different from what I've previously watched. Definitely more of a cutesy show, with waifus and such. Even includes humans with cat ears and tails, which I found a very weird jam. But I just chose to ignore it and see them as normal humans, because that's just honestly how they act. I liked it, but not as much as I liked every other show I watched previously. And then I started Sword Art Online as a recommendation from my friend Shadow. Now I found something surprising about myself. In most shows, they choose to ignore or make awkward the romance side of it. It was so satisfying seeing this show recognize the romance. It's not really over the top either. Now this show has plenty of waifu-like characters, which I did struggle a bit with. Basically, the main character is just surrounded by girl characters, and with one guy character that doesn't come around that much. SAO has similar dramatization to Yu-Gi-Oh, but I liked it. The second season, not as much, but the Phantom Bullet arc was pretty good. Since then, I've tried to watch Fate Zero, but was very confused and put off by how brutal the show is towards kids. I said I like dark fantasy. I don't like kids being murdered. There's a difference. I tried Tokyo Ghoul too, but was also pretty confused by what was going on. I watched 2 episodes of Black Clover, but was put off as well to it being similar to Fairy Tail, which is another show that was a little too overdramatic for me. Since then, I've started watching a show called Drifters, and I'm liking it so far. So Sky, now to go over a few things that make me not a weeb. I do not enjoy CGDCT, which is cute girls doing cute things. I do not have waifus. I do not have body pillows, and most importantly, I do not have an anime profile picture. So to me, I think I just like shows that tell a deep, dark, intense story. That's the way I like to see it, at least. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this degeneracy of a video talking about animes I like to watch. But if you enjoyed it nonetheless, please consider leaving a like and sharing with your friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.